I remember the exact moment my world tilted. She slid her phone into her purse, smiled, and said, "It's just a girl's trip. Don't worry. I'll be back Sunday." I nodded, forcing a smile, my stomach tightening in a way I didn't understand at first. Something about the way she said it, too casual, too rehearsed, set off a chain reaction in my mind I couldn't shake. The days leading up to her departure had been off. Little things I had brushed aside before now started to gnaw at me. Missed calls that she blamed on bad reception, vague explanations about late-night chats with friends, hushed giggles over a phone that abruptly ended whenever I walked into the room. At first, I questioned myself. Was I being paranoid? Was I imagining betrayal where there was none? I watched her pack, noticing the small things, a lipstick I didn't recognize, a receipt tucked into her bag, messages she wiped from the screen too quickly. My heart raced, but I told myself I was being ridiculous. It's just a girl's trip. That's what she said. That's what I wanted to believe. The first night she was gone, I tried to distract myself with work, television, anything to keep my mind off the creeping unease. But then a message popped up on my phone, an unknown number, vague but loaded. "See you later. Can't wait." My chest tightened. I stared at it, disbelief mingling with panic. I deleted it, telling myself it had nothing to do with her, but the doubt had already rooted itself deep inside me. By the second night, the quiet of our apartment felt suffocating. Her absence echoed in every corner. The scent of her shampoo lingering in the bathroom, her favorite mug sitting unused in the sink. My thoughts kept circling back to small memories, now stained with suspicion. Her smile at my jokes had felt a little too forced, the way she touched my arm sometimes and other times didn't, the little secrets I had once laughed about as cute quirks. I tried to push the feelings down, but my instincts didn't lie. I found myself scrolling through her social media, noting the posts, the photos, the captions. Something in the background of one picture caught my eye. A reflection, a hand that wasn't hers, a man whose presence made my stomach drop. I told myself to stop. I wanted to stop. But the seed of doubt had blossomed into something I couldn't ignore. When she finally returned, I noticed it immediately, the change in her demeanor. She was cheerful, laughing, but the smile didn't quite reach her eyes. She hugged me, soft and familiar, but I felt the distance, the half-truths that had accumulated while she was away. I waited until we were alone, until the quiet of the apartment made it safe to speak the words that had been gnawing at me. "Who were you really with?" My voice was calm, but inside it was shaking. She froze. For a moment, I thought she might lie, brush it off like before, but then, slowly, the words spilled out, hesitant, guilty, defensive. She admitted that the trip had been more than just her friends, that she had crossed a line she shouldn't have, that she regretted it, but she couldn't take back the choices she had made. I felt a mix of relief and heartbreak. Relief that I finally knew the truth. Heartbreak because the woman I trusted had allowed herself to betray us. Her remorse was real, I could see it, but it didn't undo the sting of betrayal. I listened quietly, my mind replaying memories I had once cherished. Quiet dinners, whispered conversations, laughter that now fell hollow. For hours, we talked and argued, and I realized that love without trust wasn't love. It was a fragile illusion. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just listened, absorbing the pain, acknowledging the fracture that couldn't be ignored. In the end, I made a choice, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. I couldn't pretend the betrayal hadn't happened. Couldn't walk past it as if it were nothing. I told her we needed time apart, space to rebuild ourselves, separately. The goodbye was quiet, intimate in its sadness, a recognition that sometimes love is letting go. As I walked through our apartment one last time before leaving, I inhaled deeply, feeling both loss and liberation. The pain was sharp, but beneath it was a steady strength I hadn't known I possessed. I had learned the truth about her, and more importantly, about myself. Some nights, I still think about her. The laughter, the touch, the what-ifs, but each time, the pain dulls a little, replaced by quiet resilience. I survived the betrayal, not by clinging to what was lost, but by choosing to honor the part of me that refused to be diminished. And that, I realized, was worth more than any illusion of love.